Syrian President Bashar al-Assad, speaking at the IOC Summit in Saudi, is calling for an end to all normalization or political discourses with the Israeli enemy. Says the priority is not a two-state solution. It won't achieve anything since there is no partner or law, and the criminal and the thief is the judge. The West only carries the history and continuation of colonization. The Iraqi president called for the international community to condemn Israeli aggression and a ceasefire, for quick support for humanitarian aid into Gaza without condition. He reaffirmed that cutting communication on Gaza is a way to hide the crimes of the occupation, and called for a Palestinian state with Jerusalem as its capital. Israel responds with, "For you." However true and correct these words by Syrian and Iraqi leaders are, Israel has already shown through word and deed that they are not interested in any of that. So unless these statements also come with action, Netanyahu reveals Israel's long-term plan for Gaza. Just taking a brief look at a small portion of this article, it says the interview with Fox came just days after Netanyahu declared that Israel would manage overall security in Gaza for an indefinite period after the present conflict, appearing to contradict past statements from other senior officials. The defense minister of Israel previously said Israeli forces would establish a new security reality in the area, but emphasized that the IDF would not be responsible for day-to-day life in the Gaza Strip. However, to all of us who have been paying attention over the last couple of decades, Israel already played an overwhelming, powerful hand in the day-to-day life of the people in Gaza. They already controlled what was coming in and out. They already did not allow them to have a standing army. I mean, it just goes on and on, right? Okay, so continuing on. While Netanyahu clarified that a new civilian government would be created for Gazans, he did not specify the role of the IDF in that process or how such a task would be completed. Sounds an awful lot like the United States' strategies and how we carry out regime change and put in puppet governments friendly to us, right? Israel first occupied Gaza during the 1967 Six-Day War with Egypt, Jordan, and Syria, and only withdrew its troops and settlers nearly 40 years later. However, the rise to power of Hamas and the enclave in 2007 promoted a tight blockade over the territory, and the IDF has launched multiple bombing campaigns in the years since. I'm glad that they at least admit here that Israel has been bombing Palestine for the last 16 years.